Bacon burnt ends? That's right, guys, that's what we're going to be doing this week on Brisket Medic. If you remember last week's episode, we did make our own bacon out of a pork belly. We did a dry cure in the fridge for 6 days. We hot smoked it on the Green Mountain Grill's Jimbuey, sliced it up, and made some absolutely delicious bacon. Now, with the other half of the pork belly, I went ahead and stuck it in the fridge because my second absolute favorite thing to eat is burnt ends. Now, burnt ends are typically made from the point of a brisket, but let's put the two of my favorite things together: bacon, burnt ends. We're gonna go ahead and get this pork belly cubed up in about 1 by 1, 1 inch by 1 inch square cubes so that we can get it onto the smoker, which, by the way, I'm using my stick burner. I'm trying to get that thing tuned in so I can use it more often. We're gonna get it on there and check on it every 45 minutes or so. We've got a little bit of a rub we're gonna put on it. It's not gonna have any salt on it at all before we throw it onto the smoker. Let's go ahead, dig in, and get it cubed up. From here, all we're gonna do is get some seasoning on it. Remember, this thing has a lot of salt and there's pepper already on it, so all we're gonna do is use equal parts red chili, ground black pepper, and granulated garlic. Just wanna get it all coated. With that all coated, we're gonna be ready to throw this onto the smoker. It's sitting right around 250 degrees. It's got some hickory and mesquite wood burning at this time. We're gonna leave it on there for about 45 minutes. And we're gonna add a couple more layers of flavors. At this point, these are really looking very, very good. The fat is starting to render down. That bark is starting to build all the way around it. So we want to put this in a pan where we can add our butter. And we've got about a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce here, your favorite barbecue sauce, and about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now I'm going to use a whole stick of butter. And we're just going to layer these flavors. We're going to throw down the butter so it'll melt down. Just randomly throw it all over. And we'll stir this here in a little bit. But once I get these put on top, we're going to let it sit in there for just a while and really soften everything up. And then we'll go from there. Alright, now we just shut it down. Let it finish up. After about 30 minutes, we're going to open this up and stir these around. Sugars are starting to break down. The fat's breaking down even more, giving us more fluids and juices and all that melted butter at the bottom. So we're going to leave this going for another half hour after we mix this all burnt in. This is the point in time when it's sitting kind of braising. It's really going to start breaking down these pieces of burnt in to where they just melt in your mouth like candy. I'm going to go ahead and spin this around. Be back here in another half hour or so. We pulled our burnt ends off the smoker and we've let them rest for about 15 to 20 minutes now. They were in there for almost 4 hours. After the first 45 minutes, we added our butter and our brown sugar and the barbecue sauce. And then after 45 minutes from there, we stirred it up, and then every half hour we stirred it. For the last hour, it was covered with foil. We pulled it out, and this is what we've got now. Bacon, pork belly, burnt ends. These are nice and caramelized. The fat has broke down and created a ton of fluids down in our pan here, and we wanted to catch those and make sure that we get all that flavor with it. So take a look at these. Oh man. The perfect of two flavors. Burnt ends and brisket and mesquite smoke and hickory smoke and bacon. Like, it was like a man juice overload in my mouth. No, I didn't say that. It's like a man flavor in my mouth. Dang it. This is amazing. Pork belly burnt ends, they're going to be bacon first from now on. You guys give it a try. Take a look at last week's video, figure out how we made this pork belly into a slab of bacon. And then this week, see how we turned it into burnt ends. These are soft, these are juicy, they're salty, they're savory, they're sweet, they're smoky, and everything else that starts with an S. This is Brisket Medic. I love you. Make sure if you're not subscribed, you hit subscribe. Click that thumbs up. Let me know what you'd like to see us do next. We got some burgers coming up for you. Drink more water.